All right. We got some makeup or breakup emails here. This person said, I cannot believe what she did to my apartment. Now, can you imagine that somebody does something so radical to your apartment that you're thinking about breaking up with them? But wait until you read or hear this email, because when I was reading, I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of odd. Now, in the email that they sent to us here, mail@kvjshow.com, they said, there's this girl that I have seen out on the town several times. We would talk for a few minutes each time, but nothing would ever come of it. Well, then finally, last Sunday, we started talking, and we didn't stop until we fell asleep at my place late that night. I had to get up for work on Monday, and she was still asleep. She looked so peaceful, and things had gone so well that I decided to let her sleep, and I headed out for work. I never heard anything that day from her, and I was wondering what I would find, if anything, when I got home later that day. Well, at the end of the day, I nervously opened my apartment door, and I could not believe what I saw. My entire apartment was spotless. All the dishes were cleaned out of the sink. They were put away. The bathroom, spotless. My bed made. Even my laundry was done and folded. I was so impressed, but then it kind of hit me. Well, she's clearly psycho. I mean, who does that for somebody they just had a possible one-night stand with?
So did they stay up all night talking, or did they bang?
Yeah, that's what's kind of...
I think...
If they banged, she's just trying to make you like her more.
And that's, I think, where he's getting nervous.
Well, does he like her or not?
He's thinking, he did. He liked everything until he came back, but he's thinking she might have issues because I feel like this is the kind of person who would latch onto you like an octopus and not let go.
It's
For
a bit...
her to go that far,
That could happen with
fast.
That could happen with any chick. This chick might just love cleaning, and she might just think your place was dirty.
You should never, ever do something like that when you don't know them that well. It doesn't matter. If someone was to do that to my mom, like if she was to go out and someone clean the house, she would take it as a slight. Oh, I can't take care of my own house? How do you know I was going to clean it when I got home?
I just go the opposite way with this one. I was like, oh, thank you so much. And can I buy you dinner on Friday night?
It would make me uncomfortable if someone went through all my stuff. What if you got gross stuff you don't want someone to see? It's too early to go in someone's private areas and start cleaning it up without asking them. I'm sorry. It's too big.
Why the hell would you leave her in your apartment?
Because he wanted her to sleep.
That's weird.
The whole thing's weird.
Well, I don't know anything about him, so you're doing a lot of reading between the lines here. And he does say this, I like my freedom. Look, I really like this girl. She was very cool. She's gorgeous, but something just doesn't add up. I don't believe the perfect girl exists in South Florida, and I know there is something dreadful coming along. And plus, this just seems like a lot right off the bat. Should I cut things off, or do I respond to the DM she just sent me?
Why wouldn't you just when you left for your house to go to work or whatever, why would you not text her when, in a couple hours to see if she's up and how everything's going? Why are you just sneakily going into the house? Oh, what am I going to find?
I think for him, he was probably busy in his day. And also, too, he didn't want to get too familiar too fast. So he just thought he would see what happened. I guess he was trying to keep the cool guy rules of engagement. We've had a one-night stand, and she's at my place, and I'm not going to come off too needy. I'm not going to be that kind of guy. I'm going to show up, see what I get. And he was expecting everything to look normal, but it was so radically cleansed in his apartment. He's like, wow, she spent a lot of time and a lot of energy to do this, and I'm afraid she might be moving in too hot too fast.
You bump uglies, okay? So you guys can bump uglies, but you can't text her a couple hours later as you left her in your house while she sleeps. That's not coming off too pushy. That's just saying, hey, I had fun last night. Just make sure you lock the door, please. Thank you, or whatever. Or how you doing? You still there?
She might really like him and is trying to impress him. I don't think you totally get rid of her because she cleaned your apartment.
This guy's not ready for a serious relationship. He needs to be honest with her and say, I don't want a relationship. I think you're cool. Mm-hmm. But if he lets her clean and do all this stuff and leads her on, you got to communicate and be honest.
And that's where I think what you're saying is that this is a guy that is not ready for any kind of relationship whatsoever. He is out there to play and to have one night stands, and that was all fun. And sure, to have a clean apartment is awesome. But then to have a girl, anything he does from here on out, he's thinking she's going to be looking at them building a relationship, which he does not want.
The other thing, too, is I don't think you should ever go in cleaning someone's house and going through all their stuff without really knowing them that well. That's a big move, I'm telling you.
That's where I'm just curious where the gesture is. I'm wondering how many people would find this, because an alarm is going off in his head. How many other people would be like, oh my gosh, she is absolutely amazing. I'm not letting this girl go. That's where I thought the email was so weird. I'm like, his reaction to what he found to me was very bizarre. Now, I've never been a player. I've never been in that realm, and my place is always filthy. So I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Thank you so much.
I pretty would have married her the next day.
It's a personality thing. Some people would look at it, go, this is amazing. Other people would go, I'm not comfortable with you. This is way too much too soon. You're going through all my stuff. You're cleaning my stuff. How do you know that? So that person doesn't have a system with what they do. And now you've just gone in there and it's just, everything's weird.
I think you're right. You know, you're setting away. You don't want anybody kind of going through your stuff.
No.
You would rather them not clean because I don't want you, because you will. And look, she probably did, honestly. If we're being honest, you don't think she didn't go through a medicine cabinet? She wasn't kind of snooping around the entire apartment?
It's
as
very
she's doing it?
It's Snoopy. It's Snoopy-ish. I'm just telling you.
Right.
And it can rub people the wrong way.
It looks like a violation of your privacy. And you thought you were doing something cool by letting her sleep and not waking her up when you had to go to work. And here she is. In a sense, even though your place is clean, she did violate that boundary in a sense.
And you'll get people saying, oh, I got a clean house. I don't care. I'll marry her today. But for a lot of people, that's going to be, this is weird.
See, I would never leave a one-night stand in my house without me.
Yeah.
That's where, for me, it wouldn't ever become an issue, because even if she was sleeping and looked super peaceful and we had been up all night banging, I'm going to wake her up and say, hey, I got to go to work. I'm so sorry to wake you.
1,000%.
Can I get you an Uber?
Exactly.
Can I pay for a Lyft? Like, whatever I can do, but I got to go, sweetie. I'm so sorry.
I'm seeing weirdness on both sides here, Kevin. Maybe they are a perfect match.
Well, I'm just curious. I mean, my question on this, just for anything moving forward, if you'd ever be in this situation, it was a unique situation, I believe, but was it weird for her to clean his place after just being together for one night?
She's trying to impress him. And yes, she does feel like she's trying too hard. And yes, she might have been nosy and snoopy when she was in there, but it's possible she just really likes him, and she doesn't know that this is a little bit overstepping.
They're both guilty of doing weird, odd things. He should have woke up. He should have woke her up. He should have texted her.
Yeah.
And what does he expect to happen? How's she going to lock the door?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got to wake her up. He's weird too.
Yeah, I don't know if they worked something out where he had a key and she locked it and then hit it. I don't know. It's a good question.
All right, this is one of those situations where, they're both annoying.
Well, I think my question through all this is just, is that kind of a weird thing to do, or is that a very awesome gesture? And the way it breaks down right now, 65% of people think that it is weird. 35% love it. And they would come back and be like, oh my gosh, this girl's absolutely amazing. So that's how it breaks down on lines. Majority of people think that is weird, what she did to clean his apartment so spotless.
It's getting too familiar, too quick, and too soon. And we've talked about that before.
There are people, though, that do stuff like that, and they just don't have a gauge, and they think they're being so sweet and so nice.
Yeah.
Especially if she's young.
Look, for me, and ultimately this is a makeup or a breakup, and he's wanting to know if he should respond to the DM. I absolutely would. It's not a breakup at all for me, but maybe I'm like that 35%. I'm just kind of curious. Would you respond to this girl then, or Jaybird, are you weirded out to a point where you're like, yeah, I don't know that this is going to work out?
I would have. First of all, I would have handled any of this way at all. I would have done what Virginia said. I would have woke her up, because in my head I'm going, we don't know each other that well, and you don't have a key. Or do I give you my key? There should have been I'm just saying there should have been a talk before they left.
So are you done? Are you responding?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. What about you, Virginia?
No, I'm not done. I go out on a date with her. I don't go immediately. Like, I give it a few days of breathing room, and I maybe ask her out.
Lead her on? Keep leading her on?
Well, yeah.
Well, it's possible
It's not leading her on if you think you might want to date her.
He doesn't want to date her.
He doesn't think so right now.
It's clear he doesn't want to date her. If you know you don't want to date somebody and you continue to string them along, I don't think that's cool. He knows he doesn't want to be with her.
Matthew says, no way, do not respond. But it is kind of split because of other people saying, I think he should respond and ask why. That's Chicago Lulu. Now, I asked, should he respond to the DM? The question to be answered is make up or break up. 77% of people say respond.
Oh, definitely respond to her.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not saying ghost her, never talk again. I'm just saying if you're not into her that much, don't keep leading her on because you're horny.